So the average price increase I do for projects I work with, I did the math recently across my last 25 projects, was a 242% price increase. And the median price increase was 102%. So the median price increase was 102%. So in the most common case, I double prices. In a lot of cases, I just add 60 or 30%. That's sort of the low end. But at the high end, I add 1,000%. The priority is that a lot of the companies that come to me are focused on price optimization. So they're saying, hey, we're charging 100 today, and we thought that maybe we charge 105. Okay, that's great. Usually I advise people not to do it. Like, unless you're doing at least $100 million ARR, price optimization likely is not for you. And there are several reasons for this. One is, it's very unlikely that you have the data to actually sort of do this. I'm working with types of businesses that have millions of users, and still there, like getting a survey out that you will have hundreds of responses on is actually more difficult than you'd think. So it's hard to do that. You can do A/B split testing, but even there, you need to either run very, very long cycles of testing, or you need to run very extreme price point tests. So you'll double the price points, and then you'll get pretty clear indication on a low volume whether that is better or not. So it's either or. So testing is hard, and any kind of specific testing is more specifically hard. So I usually say, well, unless you think you can raise prices by more than your current growth rate, you probably shouldn't worry about it. Like, just set prices that you, for some reason, think are reasonable, and then think of it from this perspective. Instead of doing price optimization, do what I call price positioning. So you'll do something like, okay, with this solution, the competitors are here, we want to be here. Just add like 20, 30, 50%. And think like in 20% increments. Like, do we want to raise prices? Then raise them at least 20%. Don't do like 5 or 10 or like a minor adjustment. Like, if you raise prices, raise them properly. If you're just worried about a few percent, it's probably not worth it from an operational standpoint if you're growing 50 or 100% year over year as it is. Like, you can, as long as you keep your commercial debt under control, good contracts, solid pricing model, no exceptions, everybody is on the same system, then you can always do the plus 5%, plus 8%, or tweak your pricing later on. For now, just focusing on having solid margins and good forward momentum in your sales, and that's it. Once you hit 100 million, then you can start worrying, because at this point, likely growth rate is starting to drop off. If it isn't, do price positioning all the way. This gets me in trouble sometimes especially with other consultants whose like lifeblood is to do like comprehensive data analysis and, competitive benchmarking and all the stuff to like find a few, let's say, safe percentages that they can pull out, instead of focusing on the real impact of, let's say, commercial overhauls and doing sort of full repackaging and repositioning of the product at vastly different price points. But I think this is where your focus should be as a founder of, or an executive of a growth company, is to really sort of figure out what the right price level overall is in the market, just set it at that, and then focus on flow through the model until you grow to a size that is like not only sustainable, but really, really profitable.